Happy day, everybody. Today we are making avocado toast. We're making a very simple avocado toast. Don't need a whole lot of ingredients to do this. You don't even need special bread. This makes it a little bit better, but you can use sandwich bread for this and it works out just fine. I've done that 1,000 times. Always happy with the results. This is a good loaf I picked up at the grocery store the other day. Got an avocado. They were nice enough to tell me that this one's ripe and ready to eat. But the way to tell is if you take off this little pit in the front and you look inside here, if it's green, then your avocado is ready to go and it's not going to be all dark on the inside. If it's darker, then you probably have some oxidation going on the inside and it's gotten black. Doesn't mean that it's bad, it's just you might have a couple of dark spots. We've got a little bit of chili flake here, some salt, and a little bit of pepper. Use olive oil, you can put cheese, you can put bacon in it. There's a million different ways you can make avocado toast. This is going to be a very basic avocado toast with just these few things that we're going to do. First thing I'm going to do is get my bread started. Just going to cut a couple of nice pieces. Trying to make them even so that they toast well. You can grill these, which makes them pretty good because you get that kind of a char flavor, which adds a lot to it. But these are just going to go in a toaster. It's really, again, all you need to do is very simple. I'm going to get these toasted and we'll be right back. Okay, so our bread is toasted. It's got a nice crunch to it already, which is nice. To open up your avocado, just need a knife. Carefully roll it around the stone inside of there, the pit, whatever you want to call it. A little bit of a twist. This should open right up. And with your knife, just roll the pit around. It'll come right out. Boop. Now you can either use your knife to do this and carefully cut down through. Just make sure you're not cutting yourself, cutting all the way through the avocado. You can dice this, you can make it long ways and just fan it out if you want. Doesn't really matter. If you don't want to use a knife to do this, which, you know, if you don't know what you're doing, you probably shouldn't. If your avocado is nice and ripe, you can just use a fork to do it. The fork will slide right through this just as easily. Not quite as pretty because it doesn't have a sharp edge, but just to show you, you can do the same thing, be a little safer if you want to. As I said, not quite as pretty. As you see, this one's kind of shaggy compared to this one being nice and, you know, cubed up. The next thing we're gonna do is just gonna add this to our toast. And you can just squeeze it right out. Do the same thing to the next one. I just set it on the toast and just pinch it out. You can also use a spoon to do this. Makes it real easy, but it's not like we have much loss here at all. And then you use your fork or your fingers and just bring it into the toast a little bit so that it doesn't fall all over the place. Just smash it down a little bit. top it. A little bit of salt. It's always good when you're salting things, not to salt it down here, because if you do that, it's going to go into one spot. But if you pick it up towards your ear, it'll disperse out better across what you're trying to salt. A little bit of red pepper flakes. That's optional. I just love stuff hot, so I like to put a little bit on there. You can also use hot sauce. And just a smidge of pepper, only because I love pepper. I know I said I was gonna make this really simple, but this is some cojita cheese, and it's really good on here. So I'm just gonna grate a little bit. Obviously this makes it a little bit bougie. And if you don't have cojita cheese, don't worry about it. Not that big of a deal. It's just an addition. I had some from yesterday, so I thought I'd give it a try. Boy, I can tell this bread's nice and crusty. Again, use regular sandwich bread. Just having a heartier bread. This makes one amazing meal. I usually have this for breakfast, but sometimes this is a nice lunch for me too. Get that nice crust in the bread, crunchy. The avocado is so delicate and rich and creamy. A little bit of salt brings out that flavor. The pepper, a smidge of the cheese on top is a really nice addition. But again, it's not needed. You really don't need anything more than avocados and toast to make this, and it's still good. But give this a try sometime. Let us know what you think. Y'all have fun out there. Be nice to each other. We'll see you next time.